Good evening to everyone and welcome to today's session. There is a pouring rain on the roads of Hyderabad, which makes the teacher to reach the class a little late. But thanks for a patient waiting, and we'll take up the today's session tooth to tooth. But actually, today's paper is a very easy paper, probably the easiest paper. We invite our online students from Warangal, Dr. Anuja from Pune, Dr. Abhi, Karnool, Dilip, everybody. I hope today's test all of you might have killed the paper within about 2 hours. You might have not taken even 3 hours. I know that. So, doctor, let us start a good run. Umbilical cord, you all know very well, 2 arteries and 1 vein, and single umbilical artery is always abnormal, as all of you know very well. What is ligamentum arteriosum? It is a ductus arteriosus, fundamentally a derivative of the ductus arteriosus is what you need to basically remember. Then, from which arch does the arch of aorta basically develop? If you look at the 4th aortic arch, it is the 4th aortic arch which is responsible for the formation of the arch of aorta, whereas the if you look at the 4th aortic arch, on the right side it forms the right subclavian, and on the left side basically it will be responsible for the formation of the arch of aorta. A little bit on embryology. Lens is basically derived from the surface ectoderm, as all of you know very well. Now what is the fate of the notochord? Fate of the notochord. It is the nucleus pulposus ultimately is what you have to basically remember. The notochord degenerates completely in the area of the vertebral body, but in the intervertebral area it enlarges and forms the nucleus pulposus is what I want to underscore to all of you. Okay, doctor. Some questions we ask, some questions you ask, and unknowingly we finish a couple of hours of discussion. So the time for we asking you question comes. Shoot your answer. What is that rash forming infection where there is an erythematous maculopapular rash spreading from the head towards the feet? It also leads to development of a low grade fever with 3 C's: coryza, cough and conjunctivitis. Excellent. All our online students, Dilip, Anantapur, Abhi, Madhavi, Shravya, Kirti, correctly answer it as measles, which is caused by paramyxovirus, is what you need to basically remember. Trigone of the bladder is formed from the mesoderm, as all of you know. Basically, if you look at the smooth muscle of the bladder, it is planknopuric mesoderm, whereas that part of the dorsal bladder between the openings of the ureter, the trigone of the bladder, is basically derived from the mesoderm. Now, doctor, what is fossa ovalis? Fossa ovalis is an important question. It is the floor of the septum primum. The shallow depression is basically called as the fossa ovalis. Now, tympanic membrane, how it is basically derived? It is derived from all the 3 layers of the germ layer is what you have to basically remember. Now, Dr. Meckel's, what is Meckel's fundamentally? Meckel is the persistent part of the vitalointestinal duct, and it is a true diverticulum which contains all the 3 layers. That is the story of Meckel's diverticulum. Vaginal lining epithelium of the mucosa is very important. Non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium is what you have to basically remember. Now, should be a answer, doctor. Prodrome of which infection? There will be acute onset of high fever, no other symptoms for 3 to 4 days, and the moment the fever breaks, the maculopapular rash appears. It is which infection? Who is going to give me the correct answer, doctor? I am able to see 40 online viewers, which is definitely an achievement. We wish to see one point of time 4,000 to 5,000 online viewers. This particular broadcast is capable of holding 1.5 lakh online viewers uninterrupted concurrently. So you can call your friends also. We conduct lot of free sessions in addition to few paid sessions also. From this Monday onwards, on the home page of our website onlinembbs.com, you can see the schedule. A 20-week winter program is starting, where within about 20 weeks, Monday to Friday, we do the revision of all the 19 subjects ending by March last week, which is a live interactive, all live interactive. Every day to see Dr. Murali Bharadwaj is a boring job. Even for Dr. Murali also it is boring job. So there are a lot of wonderful teachers, passionate to teach in each subject independently. They have volunteered to come and deliver the everyday session, and you are going to see lot more number of teachers. Very good. We are having Roseola infantum, human herpes virus 6. I was expecting an answer, HHV 6, which you need to be very sure about. Which has all these characteristic features of acute onset of high fever. But most of you have answered it as chicken pox and varicella. I wonder. Anantapur and Dr. Siri, you need to improve your broadband speed to 1 Mbps, hook or by crook, and that is required because when it is technology, let us be absolutely technical. Getting nowadays, even Warangal it is breaking, transmission is breaking, they are saying. Just check that. If the local speed or local speed, their local speed, not because of broadcast. Okay. Just we request you to increase the speed, doctor. Just to go and bite the internet service provider to provide you consistent speed. Your doctors means most responsible people in the world. So even your service provider of internet also must equally reciprocate to you by providing a consistent bandwidth, otherwise change the guy. Video is okay even in Tirupati, alright, that's good. Now gland of Brunner, it is typically seen in the case of the duodenum, is what need to be remembered. Bowman's membrane is not in retina, it is basically there in the cornea, as all of you know. There is a retinal pigment epithelium, outer plexiform layer, inner plexiform layer, ganglion cell layer, these are all the layers in the case of the retina. Coming to the cardiac muscles, how are the cardiac muscles are basically made up of? They have got the fibers, cardiac fibers, which are arranged in whorls and spirals, and they are responsible for a syncytial structure, and which is responsible for the coordinated action of the cardiac muscle is what need to be remembered. Now, where do you see simple cuboidal epithelium? Very few locations you see it. In thyroid gland you see. Additionally, you will also see it in the surface of the ovary, choroid plexus, inner surface of the lens, and pigment cell layer of the retina are the classical locations to discover the cuboidal epithelium, which is a favorite question of the examiner. Where do you see Hazel's corpuscles? In the case of the thymus. Okay, doc. Now my question to all of you. You need to give me one confident answer. Apgar score of how much? You know Apgar score, no? Apgar score of how much typically reflects a good cardiopulmonary adaptation is my question to all of you. Who will give me the confident answer? I am looking forward for your answer now. Apgar score of how much? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? That's good. We get Kirti saying 9, Madhavi saying 7 to 10, Siri saying 7, Manu saying 8, Sarigama saying 8. That's right. 8 to 10 is good cardiopulmonary adaptation. 4 to 7 needs resuscitation, not immediate. And 0 to 3 definitely require a immediate resuscitation. Sertoli cells are responsible for the blood testis barrier is what need to be remembered. Where do you find fenestrated capillaries is the next important question. See doctor, there are 3 types of capillaries. You have continuous capillaries, muscle, lung, central nervous system and skin. Then you have fenestrated capillaries in the endocrine glands, renal corpuscles, intestinal tract and gallbladder is what need to be remembered.